Alright, welcome back on a new video. I know it's been some time now. It's probably been about, I don't know, close to a year now since I've last uploaded my other video. But I'm back with a new video. Time is 11:32 AM on a Wednesday morning. This video is just about my record collection that I've been collecting over the past, I'd say, 4 years now. And yeah, I've collected quite a few records in that time being, so yeah, let's get it started. I'd like to start off with my Kiss collection because that's my favourite band, I'd have to say at the moment. So yeah, first record here, Kiss Dynasty. This is the New Zealand pressing from 1979, original though, and yeah, it was on Polygram, the music company, Polygram Records in Wellington. This album is one of my favourite Kiss albums, to be honest, but for me it's quite difficult to try and narrow down on what's the best record. You know, a few that I have are all equal pretty much on what's better and what's not, because each album is completely a different, like, experience or whatever. But like, yeah, this album, Sure Know Something, I Was Made for Loving You, Hard Times, Dirty Living, Charisma, Save Your Love, Magic Touch, X-Ray Eyes, 2000 Man, yeah. And this album was when I think they just got quite famous, and the whole album was quite mixed up quite a bit, with Ace Frehley being on having his own vocals in some songs, and same with I think, what's his name, Gene Simmons on X-Ray Eyes. They had all particular songs on this album that they made, and then after that they made their solo albums, which was just a face. It would be their face with the makeup on, and they would have certain records that they all put together themselves. But yeah, Kiss Dynasty, amazing record. Second of all, I got this record. This is my latest record that I got from a knock shop around where I live. Kiss Love Gun. This is also a New Zealand pressing. This is 1977 on the same... Oh no, it's not. Yeah, no, this is 1977 New Zealand edition. Awesome album. I got this for such a good price, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, Casablanca Records. But then again, Love Gun, Got Love for Sale, Christine 16, Shock Me, I Stole Your Love, yeah, Hooligan, yeah, amazing record again. And yeah, it's an alright condition. I was walking with it in the rain though, hopefully it didn't get water damaged or anything like that, but yeah, still haven't spun it or anything, but yeah, Kiss Love Gun. Third of all, if I actually had to, list a Kiss album that's my favourite of all time, if I had no other options to choose or whatever, it would have to be this one. The first album, Kiss, self-titled. This album, this was the first album that put me on Kiss. Straight off the bat with, what's the song? Strutter, amazing song. Strutter, Nothing to Lose. Every song on this, all the way through to the end till Black Diamond, amazing. I still haven't opened it or anything. This is not an original pressing. This is a remake that I got for an alright price at a record store in my city. Yeah, 2014 Def Jam. But this album, if you're getting into Kiss, I would definitely recommend this one as a first listen. Kiss, self-titled. And here we have another record that I got from the same store that I got Love Gun from, Kiss Rock and Roll Over. This is an original pressing that I got from the op shop where I got the Love Gun record from. This is also the New Zealand edition from what I remember. Still Casablanca Records though. What album was this? I think it was like 78 maybe, or 76. I'm not too sure. I'm not too certain on that. But yeah, Rock and Roll Over. I mean, amazing record, starting off with I Want You, and you know, Calling Dr. Love, Ladies Room, etc. Love Him and Leave Him, you know. And then another record you can just play from start to finish and just enjoy the whole time listening to it. But yeah, Kiss, rock and roll over. So those are my Kiss records that I have at the moment. And now I'd like to move on to my rock and roll, heavy metal sort of albums. Let's start it off with Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality. I got this record out of town a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure it's the original pressing. It's not in the best condition. It's a bit ripped. Like, seems like there was like a sticker or something on this part of the record and someone just ripped it. But I haven't played this one either. This is on Vertigo Records. A New Zealand edition as well. Let me not forget. But another amazing record. This would have to be my favourite Sabbath album along with Volume 4. I don't have Volume 4 on record, I've got it on CD. But Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality, start to finish again. Amazing record. Put that back in there. I hope it's in good condition because I got it for a very good price, and you know, it's just, yeah, very good record. Second of all, we got Wasp, self-titled. I got this record when I was out one night and it was raining, and I haven't played this one either, but this is another excellent record. Blackie Lawless vocals is amazing on this one. This is the reissue, it's an original pressing, but this is when they had the song Fuck Like a Beast removed from the album because it was too explicit or whatever to have on the record from the record company, I'm guessing, that would have said that. But it's got, you know, I Want to Be Somebody, Love Machine, The Flame, School Days, Sleeping in the Fire. Sleeping in the Fire is like such a slow and good song on this album, but yeah, like you can see that there, Blackie and the rest of the crew. Yeah, Wasp, self-titled. Let's put that one over there. Third of all in the rock and roll heavy metal selection, Cavemen, a New Zealand band that formed in Auckland, my hometown. This is a record from 2015, self-titled. I really recommend Cavemen if you're trying to get into some New Zealand sort of rock and roll, have fun, you know, have a couple beers and listen to some music sort of band. Cavemen, real good band. Yeah, Dirty Water Records. I know this band also has travelled pretty much, like was travelling the world at one point thanks to their record label, I'm guessing. They went to so many countries last year in 2019. It was pretty much like a world tour for them, but I was really happy because it's such a good band and they deserve to, you know, travel the world with their music that they have. But yeah, Cavemen, self-titled. Here we have another Cavemen record, Born to Hate. Another amazing record from the Cavemen. Yeah, just an album that you can have a couple like another album you can have a couple beers to and listen to and all that. Yeah, no, bunch of good characters, Cavemen. I've seen them perform live about a couple times, but I think most of the band lives in England now, or just not New Zealand anymore. But yeah, no, excellent band. I'm very, you know, not scared to be themselves and do what they want to do. Here we have David Johansen, Live It Up. I got this record not too long ago actually, found it for a cheap price. Listened to a few of the songs and it's quite cool. It's just David Johansen from the New York Dolls. This is his solo project, and this is him when he was playing live. Amazing lyricist, you know. If you read the lyrics, he's got such a great imagination. But yeah, this is from 1982. David Johansen. Yeah, one of my favorite. You know, like people say, New York Dolls were like one of the originators of punk rock and stuff like that, and it's thanks to this guy. You know, just being another person that's not scared to be himself and do what he wants to do when he performs. And yeah, you know, David Johansen. Here we have another member from the New York Dolls, Johnny Thunders. Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers, like a motherfucker. This is when Johnny Thunders left New York Dolls and decided to make his own band, the Heartbreakers. This is one of my favourite albums of all time, I'd have to say. I love this record, you know. I was very happy that I found this at a record store in my town. And yeah, oh, just an amazing record. You know, it has a bit of a fold out of like all the stories and things like that. This is a 2019 repress, I'm pretty sure. But it has stories of the whole time as they were making it on the fold out. I can't really show you guys, but yeah, no, it's a amazing record. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Jerry Nolan on the drums. I think he was in the New York Dolls as well. Johnny Thunders lead guitars and vocals. Yeah, this is the Lost 77 mixes, because I know this has actually been repressed a few times. It was made in 1977, I think, and it came out in 1990. Like, it got remade in 1994. Yeah, Track Records and Jungle Records. But yeah, great album. The Doors, LA Woman. This has to be my favourite Doors album. I mean, majority of my record collection is all out of my, you know, all my favourite albums or whatever. That's why I actually get records, was because of, you know, how amazing an album can be that you just really want to have on wax. But yeah, The Doors, LA Woman. This is my favourite Doors album, you know. Challenging, Love Her Madly, Been Down So Long, Cars Hiss By My Window, LA Woman. Yeah, just a great record. And this is also original pressing from 1971, printed in the USA. Yeah, very delicate record. And if you can see here, it's like a hologram of the whole band. Yeah, so that's The Doors. Another record here, Alice Cooper, Killer. This is my favourite Alice Cooper's album. I like it more than Love It to Death, which is the album that has I'm 18 on. I'm 18 and Black Juju and like some other songs. But this has to be my favourite. Awesome record. If you're trying to get into a bit of shock rock from the early 70s, mid 70s, this is an album to like get into. I was just listening to this the other day and I was just thinking back, like, Alice Cooper's the man, you know, he's the man. So yeah, Alice Cooper, Killer. Alright, now there's that. Now it's time to get into my more raunchy sort of records. Now I started off with Darkthrone, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. This album is awesome. One of the first bands to get me into black metal. Darkthrone and Mayhem, etc. I remember I was 14, I think, or 15, listening to this, you know, because this is a part of the trilogy of the Black and White albums. I think there's Under a Funeral Moon and Transylvanian Hunger, and this is, yeah, this is on Peaceful Records, and yeah, got me into black metal, Darkthrone. Obviously with Fenriz and his percussion, and so here it says Satanic Poetry and Haunting Chants, and Nocturnal Culto, lead guitar and voice of the night. But yeah, A Blaze in the Northern Sky, love this record. Excellent. If you're trying to get into black metal and you want to open your boundaries or whatever, listen to this one, because this album rules. I would say it's definitely in the top 3 of black metal, of Darkthrone albums that I have, because their discography is huge. And here, talking about Darkthrone, I've got the second album that I think this was right before. Oh, this is maybe the first black and white. I'm not sure on that. Maybe you guys can leave a comment down below saying when this one. I think this one was the first one out of the trilogy. But yeah, Transylvanian Hunger, Darkthrone. A very dark record. This was around the time of when I think Euronymous from Mayhem died, and yeah, it's just in the Norwegian black metal scene. I'm pretty sure this was like a real like dark time for them, so they made this record, Transylvanian Hunger. Amazing record, peaceful records. Transylvanian Hunger, Skald Aud Satan Sol, Slot e de Frenen. My pronunciation's real bad, so don't quote me on that. And As Flimmatus as Satan's Spies. Yeah, great record. And here we have a picture disc of Bathory. Bathory, Bloodfire Death. This record also kind of got me into black metal, along with like the Darkthrones and the Mayhems and the Burzums and things like that. But like Bathory, Bathory is a band that was made by one person. His name was Corathon. He, did every instrument, and I think on some of the Bathory albums, like the earlier albums that he made, the drums were a drum machine, but on this record it was acoustic drums. It was real drums. But yeah, picture disc of Bloodfire Death. Very happy that I found this because I was looking everywhere for it and I finally got it. So yeah, Bathory picture disc collection, says here, and yeah, it's got like the intro, Odin's Ride Over the Northland, A Fine Day to Die, and Pastel Death, and Bloodfire Death, the song itself. Yeah, real good album. Probably my favourite Bathory album, because it was the first one I found out about him. And here we have Morbid Angel. One of the first death metal bands, or not the first death metal bands to start, but one of the most successful in the time being death metal bands, Altars of Madness. This is just a whole chaotic, this is, if you want to listen to something to just like, make you go insane, listen to this whole record from start to finish, because this is an album to listen to, with like Immortal Rites, Suffocation, Visions from the Dark Side, Chapel of Ghouls, Bleed for the Devil, Blasphemy. Yeah, real good album. This is on Earache Records. This is a repress, I think. Oh, it is a repress, obviously. But yeah, awesome death metal band to get into. If you're trying to get into a death metal band, this is the band to listen to. Morbid Angel. Here we have a more obscure sort of band. The band is called Krieg, US black metal band that has started since the late 90s, I'm pretty sure, and throughout the whole times of releasing their content, they did a bit of splits and things like that. And this is a split with what's the band called? The Body. Yeah, this is called can't remember. Far out. What's this called again? I think it's just called The Body and Krieg. Very, very weird kind of album, quite dark and a bit twisted, but an awesome album if you're trying to get into like sort of new, different sort of black metal with a bit of like a lot of electronic sort of things in the middle of the album as well and stuff like that. Yeah, Krieg and Body, real good band. I wish I had more Krieg records because Krieg's actually one of my favourite US black metal bands. Here we have a black metal band from Sweden, Kraft. Great album. Terror Propaganda is the second black metal attack. This album has to be one of my favourite black metal albums of all time. Very dark and moody, evil album to listen to. This was made in 2001. This is the repress from 2018. I think it was the anniversary of having 18 years, I think, of this record. But yeah, I think they're still going to this day. They're still playing, shows and things like that. But their later albums are not as good as, the first couple of albums they made. Although Fuck the Universe is a real good one from them. This was made in 2005. But yeah, Kraft, excellent black metal band from Sweden. Highly recommend. And here we have Slayer, Hell Awaits. This has to be my favourite Slayer album. You know, it's a great record to sort of listen to. Like, when you're listening to this, you probably think you're in hell, to be honest. You know, you're just like listening to this, and it's a very, very dark album as well. I've got the poster of it, if you can see over there. Came with the record. This is a repress, but this from start to finish as well. Excellent Slayer album. I think it's quite underrated in the whole discography that they have. But yeah, Hell Awaits, great record. Yeah, okay, so that will just wrap up part 1 of my record collection. Stay tuned for a part 2. I've still got a bunch of records to talk about. But yeah, anyways, stay tuned for the next episode. Have a good one.